Now in this section of my dissertation, we will be talking about boost logic and my embedded ethnography work I was involved in with them. I found out about boost logic through Mark Evans, a local car enthusiast. He invited me one day to come see where he worked, which was Boost Logic. When I showed up, Mark was working away, and instead of interrupting his work, I just took out my Nikon D50 and started snapping photos. He didn't seem to mind, and neither did his co-workers. I would end up coming and visiting them more and more as they were preparing for two major events, the Super Meet and the Texas Mile. And when they would be at full bore working away and needed a helping hand, I would pitch in by cleaning the shop, taking the trash out, and just in general offering support. They invited me to the Texas Mile in both March and October of 2009. These trips gave me a first-hand experience not only of what it was like to go to a high-performance event, but as I found out, to go to a high-performance event with champions of the event. It was the small things I would observe that made impressions on me as an anthropologist. The way in which Boost Logic worked together and would help each other out was amazing to watch. One specific 21st century anthropological moment was when I was following Mark around the pit lane of the Texas Mile with my HD camera and SLR. It was amazing to capture him helping others out and the direct camaraderie that everyone shared. While they were competing against each other, they were also willing to help each other out.
Spark plug, and they can't get a spark plug socket on. I got 3 of them out of there, but right, I look down in it and I can see something. Can you see down in that hole right there, number 3 hole? And see if you see something around that spark plug?
Yeah, it looks like part of the boot. You have a set of pliers or something?
Boot.
Strong fingers, I guess. You get the Popeye forearms when you rock climb.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Take this off, straighten it out, and use it as a hook. And I think that might be enough.
You don't want to straighten the whole thing out, do you?
No, you want to leave a little curve at the end.
I was thinking you'd want to leave a whole circle, wouldn't you?
No, I'm going to try to hook it with this. And
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. So where are you going to go to medical school?
yeah!
As smart as you are.
No, I melt stuff for a living.
You what?
I melt stuff.
Melt stuff. Like,
Mostly metal.
yeah.
No, I'm a fabricator.
Okay.
I work for, you know that Supra that comes out here? That black one? Is this your first time out here?
Well, it's the first time I've raced out here. I came out here last year and watched, and then decided to come out and try and run this time.
Well, we were in that Supra that was out here 6 months ago. It did 241.8. Okay, here you go.
That's fantastic.
Sorry I tore it up.
Oh, don't worry about that. I just appreciate it so much that you... Let's see. Okay, now I still want to get that plug out of there and get a new plug in there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you can keep that in case that happens again.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
No problem, no problem.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank
Good
you
luck.
very much. Thanks.
All in at 10 minutes a day.
Well, I'm sure if I had the same thing, you'd help out too. So it's no big deal.
This type of behavior is something I quickly noted and began applying in the classroom, where I would share such stories and then in office hours create such a friendly but competitive space to exist. Competitive in the sense of pushing one's creative limits rather than focusing on peer competition. My other experiences with Boost Logic was when Mark offered to help me build a turbo kit for my Mercury Grand Marquis. Talk about an experience. It all began one day when we were riding in my car and Mark said it needed more power. We popped the hood and next thing I knew, Mark had talked me into $2,500 worth of parts and said it would only take 2 weekends to install my turbo kit. However, the project turned out to be much more complicated than it seemed. We started planning the project out in May of 2009 and finished it in September of 2009. To say the least, we ran into multiple issues. From Boost Logic being sold in June, to Mark having personal issues that prevented us from being able to work on the car on a weekly basis, it was a big learning experience. I had not worked with my hands so much since I had mowed yards as a child. In the end, I was literally spending days and nights working on the project. I've gone ahead and made a custom boost controller bracket. Mark helped me fabricate it actually. and also made a space for the air fuel control to go in as well, and it'll just fit just like that. And if you look, you can see it'll just go right in here. So we'll see how it goes. The whole Boost Logic crew came together though, one late Saturday night, and started my car. It was truly a bonding moment. Just sitting in the car with the engine literally running through my body, I was overcome with a feeling I had never experienced. It was a moment I had often experienced when working in the Yak Lab, but much more visceral.
You've got oil, water, everything, right? No lights on the dash? Good to go.
Your turbo is spinning. We heard it.
It's got oil to it, and we've definitely got fuel.
It's pretty quiet.
So?
Definitely got fuel. That's for damn sure.
Dude, that thing, like inside, just sounds ridiculous.
It's just like...
And it was experiences like this that made my time with Boost Logic so valuable in terms of my research. I would experience personal interactions with everyone. This experience of going from putting a muffler on my car to working with Boost Logic from an anthropological standpoint shows how I would flow from one experience to the next through social and cultural boundaries in order to gain more experience and information within the Central Texas car scene.
All right, here we go. This is a Go Street Racer, the Grand Marquis. That's right, Grand Marquis. How many race cars do you have that many syllables in the name? 4.6 Monster on the Nap Auto Parts side gets the drop on the Evo. All-wheel drive Mitsubishi is about to get embarrassed by Grandma's grocery getter. The church car is out in front and laying the smackdown on the Evo Evolution. The 4G63 just got embarrassed by Grandma's car.